Good morning from the Disney Springs bus board. We've got a couple more hotels to do. Today we're gonna do Contemporary. We actually got to Disney Springs real early, so there's no bus running to Contemporary. So we have to go to Port Orleans and then get a transfer over to the Magic Kingdom and then just kind of walk over from there. So yeah, let's go do that. That'll be fun. It'll be exciting, an adventure. We're here at Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna go through bag check, then walk over to Contemporary. So close to Magic Kingdom, but we're not going in. We're going this way, to the Contemporary. There's like a Mickey, almost looks like it was pressure washed into the sidewalks here on the way over to the Contemporary. So here we are at the Contemporary Resort. And I do have to admit, this one has been daunting ever since we started doing these, because look at the size of this thing. Over here is Bay Lake Tower, that is a DVC tower. I didn't realize that cars would come in right here. I'm just standing in the middle of the road. That guy didn't seem to care that I was doing that. Okay, so anyways, Bay Lake Tower's over here, that is a DVC tower. There's a bar up top. This is the actual Contemporary building, one of the oldest, along with Polynesian, at Walt Disney World. And then up here is California Grill. And then there's also this convention space over here. A lot of stuff to check out. Let's go get into it. Let's dive in. As I start to walk up to the main building that is the Contemporary, I passed by this flower bed that's in the shape of a Mickey. How neat is that? It kind of looks like a very old school Mickey. I wonder how long this flower bed has been here in this specific shape. I know they could change it at any time, but this particular Mickey looks very vintage. The original building here is actually a very neat concept. Each room, or each block of 2 rooms, was built off-site, transported in, and they slotted in almost like a modular system. So each of these blocks was one unit that they just whoosh, slid in. Pretty neat. Pretty fast way of building too, but you can see the skeleton structure with all these horizontal lines and vertical lines. That is the cubbies that each of the rooms fit into. So here we are. We're walking into the covered area where you would be dropped off by your cab or by the Magical Express, or when you first show up to the hotel. Then we're gonna walk into the lobby. One of the things that I love about the deluxe resorts is they have a certain smell to them. So this one smells like the Contemporary, and every time I come in here, yeah, I like that. So here at the front is Bell Services and check-in and concierge. And then off to the right over here, we've got Contemporary Grounds, a coffee shop. Basically just a coffee shop, but they do have some donuts and pastries and stuff. And then you can also get smoothies. And here's the prices of the coffees. From Contemporary Grounds Coffee, and there is an entrance to the convention center over here, we're gonna turn to our left past the elevators. These are the elevators that'll lead up to the upper levels of this floor over towards Bell Services. And we're gonna head back in this direction, just past the check-in and checkout desks. Oh, I just noticed across from the check-in and checkout desk, they do have a little spot to get some water and then a couple of seating areas. And they also have this charging block for you to use. It's got USB plugs and all kinds of other stuff coming out of it for you to use while you're waiting for your room or waiting for your friends in the lobby down here. Also right next to concierge is the Wave, which is a delicious, delicious signature dining location here in the Contemporary. Here's just a quick look at what they have to offer here at the Wave. This isn't their full menu, but some of their favorites. Here's a quick view of the lounge and the restaurants over there. And they also have a waiting area over here. It's very blue for you to wait for your table. And they're watching Gravity Falls. So right next to the Wave, there are some bathrooms, but there's also a mailbox. This one's not as ornate as all of the other places. Very plain. Just a box in the wall, which is very contemporary looking, I do have to admit. Oh, vegetarian options at the Wave. So there's so much stuff to see and do in this resort, I don't know where to start. We could go up to the Americas level into the convention center, or over to Chef Mickey's in the arcade, or we could stay on the first floor and maybe check out outside. I think that's what we'll do. We'll kind of explore the first floor a little bit more, check out the stuff outside, and then we'll head up to the upper levels. It's kind of interesting walking out the back doors of that resort because there's so much hustle and bustle going on inside and around front, and then you walk outside and you're basically alone. There's like 3 other people out here with me. That's so cool. I like that. I like that it gets calmer. I wonder what it's like on the upper floors, because the first floor is definitely a lot of action going on, but the upper floors, maybe those are quieter. Hopefully we'll be able to get up there and find out. So from the main lobby, You can see more of those modular style rooms. I like their like fun topiaries that they've got going on over here. And there's also this Mickey statue out here. What is this thing? Is this a little spot for you to set up your camera? That's really neat. There's a specific holder for your camera so that you can set it up and do a timed photo, and it's perfectly framed. All right, I'm gonna start heading that direction. We're gonna check out this stuff over here and then just start working our way over because there's so many things to look at. I'm kind of like, feel like I'm all over the place in this video. Here's the doors that we came out of from the main lobby. That right there is the area where we just took all those photos. Then over here is Bay Lake Tower. There's a little sign right here that says, remain on jogging route to turn in this direction. That is the first time that I've ever seen a sign specifically for the jogging route. That's very interesting. And then also over here is the fire pit, where they would roast marshmallows and make s'mores at night. Well, there's another one of those graffitied Mickeys over here. And like I said, here's the fire pit. Well, it's all cleaned out. Maybe they haven't had a fire in a few days. We will be attempting to explore a little bit of Bay Lake Tower too, but I want to head back in this direction because one of the things that I found that was very interesting is there's this circle of lounge chairs over here that sort of seem like they're out of place. They look like beach chairs, but they're not on the beach. They're just kind of sitting in a circle around this tree. But I can see people are taking advantage of it, reading in the cool breeze and the shade. And then there's that Mickey statue that we took photos with earlier. We're heading down towards the water. And this is Bay Lake. Look at that bird. There are so many little nooks and crannies all around the Contemporary with little spots to sit and relax. Even though there's kind of a lot of concrete everywhere, it does have the feeling of a beach resort. So we've got this little area right here with these lounge chairs. Oh, and there is a little beach down here. Oh, it looks like the rain really flooded it last night, but it is a very small beach. Oh, look at that. I wonder what that is. Kind of an interesting looking boat. From these lounge chairs, we can turn and have a look out here into the marina. You can see they've got some of these little sea racers that we rented from the Polynesian. We'll put a link to that video up in the corner so you guys can see what it's like to rent a sea racer from the Polynesian. Very similar to renting a sea racer from here. Let's see what else is over here by the marina. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Looking back at the doorway that we took to get out of the main lobby and then turning to our left, heading to this building right here. And this is the Sand Bar and Grill. It looks like it just opened because it's just after 11 now. Let's see what's on the menu. This actually sounds very good. It's very simple, but a delicious looking menu. Of course, Mickey bars and ice creams. All kinds of little French fries or Mickey pretzels, mixed fruit. And then we've got some drinks that you can get over here too. Got some more shaded chairs over here. And let's head through and head out to the boat dock, I believe. A couple of bathrooms over here, some water fountains. They do have some lockers available for rent as well. I don't know if these cost money. Huh, I guess not. To lock, press 4-digit code and then lock. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, lock. Oh yeah, this I believe is a free locker. Wow, I feel like that's a first for me, is seeing something for free at a Disney resort. Alright, so from the lockers we are continuing in this direction. This is where it gets exciting. So we've got a pool table out here, we've got a foosball, we got Giant Connect 4, and then if we turn back this way is the marina to rent those little sea racers or a pontoon boat or something like that. But also is the Sammy Duval Water Sports Center where you can go water skiing and parasailing. So I got a pamphlet from Sammy Duval's. Looks like there's a lot of stuff that you can do. Parasailing is $170 for a tandem or $95 for a single. You can rent a jet ski for $135 an hour, or you can rent a ski boat for $165 an hour. We will most 100% definitely be back to do some of the adventures that are available here at the Sammy Duval Water Sports Center. And then we turn, there's also ping pong and cornhole over here. And then you can see some of the watercrafts that are available for Sammy Duval. We've got some jet skis on the other side over there. And then we've got some ski boats and a wakeboarding boat over here. Man, yeah, we're definitely gonna come back. Oh, this is the parasailing boat. So we've got a parasailing boat, we've got a ski boat, we got a wakeboarding boat. How neat is that? And then at the end of this dock is actually where you go to get on a boat that'll take you over to the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm excited for it. They definitely have some fancy boats out here to take you out. Here comes one of the boats that's gonna pull up to this dock right here and take people over to the Magic Kingdom. But we are headed back towards the Contemporary to do some more exploring back at the Sammy Duval Water Sports Center. And we're turning and going in this direction. There's so much more to see. Probably the most interesting pool setup I've seen at any resort hotel. So we've got one pool over here that's almost all the way out on Bay Lake. And it's got, I don't know, what would you say, about 3 private cabanas? And it's a kind of a small pool. Doesn't look very deep either, but there's lots of lounge chairs around it. And then from that pool, right across the way from it, is another pool that has a water slide and everything. This pool's a little bit bigger. It's got a water slide that comes down over here. There's a little hot tub right in the center. I like this one a lot. And then in between both of those pools is a beach volleyball court and a sand area with some covered chairs that you could sit in and relax. This is nice. I can't believe there's only 4 of them though. I feel like there should be many, many more. I feel like this would be the most popular place to come and hang out. There's like a special holder for the volleyball on the side of the net here so it doesn't get lost. From the beach volleyball court, these are, I believe, what are called the garden rooms. There's a lot more beach that goes around. And here's the view of Bay Lake. That's Discovery Island right there. River Country is kind of over in this region here. Fort Wilderness is on the other side of the island there. And that's that boat that we were saying was taking people over to Magic Kingdom. Okay, we have to do some real quick backtracking back to the other side of the Sammy Duval Water Sports Center and those free lockers because there was something that we missed related to the pools. The cornhole boards are Contemporary Resort branded cornhole boards. Oh, there's kind of a lot more pricing here for Sammy Duval's. Like they have a deluxe parasailing with 600 feet of line. This is so cool. Oh, you can do it down to a half an hour too. Hello. Do you have any questions? No, thank you. I was just checking out the pricing. I just talked to the folks at the Sammy Duval Water Sports Center. They said I could bring my GoPro anywhere. Like up in the parasail, on a wakeboard, out on a jet ski. Yeah, we're gonna have one heck of a day here for sure. Actually, maybe not one day. It'll probably be spread out over multiple days because it was very expensive, but it's gonna be a fun time. From the sandbar, past the pool with the slide, and you can kind of see the slide through the trees here, they have a splash pad. This splash pad looks like so much fun. I could just hang out here on a hot day. And then they got more cafe tables here with some shade to eat and to enjoy the sunshine while somebody plays in the water. And we're headed in this direction, I think towards these garden rooms. I like that they're playing Secret Garden. Because this sort of looks like a secret garden, right? Let's head over here. There's another sign here telling you to remain on the jogging route to turn this way. Oh, is this just one room? Wow, that looks so nice. Holy cow. Look at that. Got a nice balcony. The ones up above it don't actually have any balconies. Just got a guardrail, but these down here, you can come out and sit in your own chairs or tables. These are a little bit smaller, not as big. And these are not double wide. So this is one room and this is 2 rooms. This is nice, but it does feel like it was built in the 70s. Just based on the architecture, which that's sort of how the Contemporary feels anyways. But this really feels like that. We're just gonna continue to follow the jogging trail, see where it leads us. It's a beautiful day out today. Kind of feels like I'm in an office park over here. They're bringing a ferry boat back to its dock. Looks like it's done with its shift for the day. As you can see, we have turned and there's more beach over here. And there's Bay Lake over there, and there's the dock and the 2 pools. The beach volleyball court. We have reached the end of our beach. Somebody left their cell phone over here. Oh no. Now I'm just taking a cell phone to Lost and Found. From the end of that beach, we've made it around this side of these rooms. I'm actually gonna try to go inside and see what it looks like, because I've never been inside these. Let's see, it's got a Magic Band reader. Oh, I should be able to get in. Ooh. These are some low ceilings. I like how they have scrambled eggs on the ground. But there it is. This is what these hallways look like. Very contemporary. They're cool looking. It is kind of weird that the fire extinguisher is just down on the ground like this. Back outside that door, the beach is over here to our right. We're gonna head in this direction. Looks like there's just a whole courtyard of these garden rooms over here. I'm actually gonna continue my way around the outside of these garden view rooms and head over to the main building by going around them. Holy cow, is it serene on this side of the resort. Wow. Now if you guys look back at our video where we rented the boats, this is the little pathway that we took to get from Seven Seas over to Bay Lake. And we're continuing to follow the jogging route. We're headed back to the main building. We've made it all the way around the garden rooms. And you guys can see this is the convention center over here, which we will be visiting a little bit later on in the video. On the parking lot side of the garden rooms, and you can kind of see right here, there's an awning for what leads into maybe a main entrance to the garden rooms. Let's go have a look. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's kind of like a main lobby with some fun art on the walls. Nothing else, just kind of a main hub for all of the different rooms. More fried eggs on the carpet through here. So now we have exited the garden rooms, heading past the pools and headed back towards the lobby. I must have walked right past it, but looking back, apparently there's a guest laundry room in this building that we just came out of. I didn't see it though. Here we are back in the main lobby. Before we go in, I wanted to point out that the Contemporaries logo is painted or actually formed into the concrete here. And then you can see it better on their little rugs on the way in. Here we are back at the Wave. And now we're gonna head up the escalators and see what's available up here. It looks like we're gonna find Chef Mickey's, the shops, and the arcade. Also, the monorail and the convention center. This is a super narrow escalator. One of the places that I don't think we're gonna be able to get into today is California Grill, because it doesn't open until 4. But this is up on the very, very tippy top of the main building. We are on the convention center side, where the ballrooms and the boardrooms and the convention center are, and you can see there is a convention going on right now. So I don't know if I should go back there because I don't want to interrupt the convention. And before we head up these escalators, I wanted to point out that over here these girls are using the fuel rod kiosk to replace their fuel rods. I do like that this fuel rod station is themed to sort of look like the Contemporary. You can see it's got like the glass windows just like the Contemporary does. It seems like the majority of the second floor is all meeting spaces or boardrooms or ballrooms for the conventions that they would have here. Disney Performing Arts for Festival Disney is over here on this side. And here's a little map of what it is. And we're gonna head kind of over here. And I don't know if you guys can tell from the change here, we are leaving the main building and heading over into the convention center at the Contemporary. I've never been in this building in my life. This is interesting and exciting. Ooh, look, we're on like a bridge up here. Everything seems to have changed. It's a different feeling in here. It's brighter, it's louder. This is kind of interesting. Lots of seats down there, and there is a convention going on. So I'm just gonna have a peek over top of the railing here into the convention center, and then we'll head back towards the main building. Here's the convention going on in the main convention center. This is pretty neat. It's totally a different feeling here. Before we leave, I wanted to point out there is where we first entered the lobby at the Contemporary, where the cars would drop you off for your check-in. And so we're headed back in this direction. This is a big resort, very confusing. So here we are back at the escalators. Check-in for California Grill is right there. Fuel rod location is over there. Some doors that'll lead outside to the pools. We are going up the escalator to the restaurants, shops, Chef Mickey's in the arcade, also the monorail. Because this is a resort that has a monorail station in it, and the monorail does come right through the center of the resort. Oh yeah, it feels much, much better up on this level than it does down on the first levels. The first levels are very dark. This one is very open and welcoming. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just kind of work our way around the main center area here, and you guys can kind of see these are all rooms up here. So when you're staying at the Contemporary in the main building, you might be right up here on one of these balconies. Let's head into BVG first. This is basically everything. Home goods, snacks, little wedding stuff, coffees, all kinds of stuff. Monorail bags, a whole section of monorail stuff. This is awesome. They also have a little bakery area here where you can get a turkey leg Rice Krispie treat Or some chocolate s'mores, some caramel apples, or some Easter themed cupcakes. They also have some St. Patrick's Day cupcakes too. I like the grid work up here that makes up the ceiling of this store. I got distracted by these bright pink dresses over here. These are Lily Pulitzer dresses that you can buy here in this store. Look at those pants! Because this is the contemporary and it's kind of based around art, they've got a little section here where you can buy some Disney art or some rose gold ears even. You can pick up any of these pieces of art, or they also have some jewelry over here too. These are the Pandora charms. Oh yeah, they are. You can get the Pandora charms here, or you can get a Mickey watch. Oh my goodness, this Easter themed Shelley, May, and Duffy are amazing. They come together for $30. Like, you don't buy them separately, you buy them together for $30. They're adorable. Over in the back corner, it looks like they've got some beachwear, and then maybe some luggage. But as we saw, sometimes the luggage does go to the outlets for a lot cheaper. From the entrance of BVG, we're gonna turn into the left and head over to Fantasia. Before we head into Fantasia, I wanted to point out this Mary Blair mural, which is gigantic. And there is a famous five-legged goat in this mural. It's just not on this side. It's actually over here on this side that's only viewable from the monorail platform. When we head up there, we will see what we can see of the five-legged goat. And so into Fantasia. And this is basically just a Disney souvenir store where you can get all kinds of Disney items. Not necessarily home goods like across the way at BVG, like dog accessories, cell phone cases, magic bands, more rose gold ears over here. There's the monorail going through the middle of the contemporary resort. This is the only resort where the monorail drives through the center of it. Of course, you can also get pins inside of this store. At the back side, a little seating area here where you can relax and enjoy the ambiance. There's an outdoor seating area as well. I think you should be able to see the fireworks at Magic Kingdom from this little outdoor seating area. I've never been out there. Yeah, because I can see the castle right through there. We're at the backside of Fantasia now. Here's BVG over here. There's another area here called Fantasia Market, but I'm gonna head out onto this and see what the view is like from outside. Ah, the relaxing sounds of construction. Holy cow. So we're out here on this little balcony, and there's a whole set of chairs over here lined up for people to watch the fireworks over at Magic Kingdom. Oh wow, we're right underneath the monorail beam, aren't we? Holy cow. I feel like if you got here early enough, you could get this front row seat for watching the fireworks from right here. Man, that would be quite a view. Sorry it's so windy, but I'd like to see that one day. I'd like to sit up here, watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks from this spot right here. Oh, here comes the monorail right now. Ooh, this is exciting. We're gonna be right underneath the monorail. Wow. This is a view you don't get very often of the monorail. Huh. Look at that. That was pretty neat. And then this is the walkway that leads over to Bay Lake Tower. Right there. Back to the inside of the contemporary main building. Back to the back exit of the Fantasia gift shop and heading into Fantasia Market. What is it? What number is Lightning McQueen? Don't look up here because it totally tells you that he was number 99 or 95, excuse me. On what famous American highway? Route 66. Oh, I did pretty good at this, and I got a Trivia King button. Nice. Are you guys Trivia Kings and Queens? Let's see what they got in here. Oh, snacks, wines. This is basically like every other market in all of the other deluxe resorts. Because this is also a DVC resort over at Bay Lake Tower, you can get all kinds of different snacks and breads, Doritos, stuff like that. Soups, things to make in your microwaves that are in the DVC resort rooms. And then frozen pizzas and, you know, like Hungry Man meals, stuff like that, frozen ice creams. And then all of the drinks. Pretty good selection of beer over here. Some milk and some bacon and eggs. Any sort of toiletries that you may have forgotten. Toothbrushes, Advils and stuff like that. They have cigars back behind the counter here, and they've got liquors, more rose gold ears. And from the market, we follow, this is actually the monorail beam right there. We're following it down next to the Fantasia gift shop. We're heading in this direction. That is the bag check to get on the monorail right ahead of us. But right before we get there, oh, there are a lot of press penny machines here and a few press quarter machines as well. You can get a Contemporary Resort, press penny, or a Chef Mickey's. These are neat. Wow, oh, these are specific to the Contemporary Resort. This is nice. And then over here is the game station. But alas, the game station is currently being refurbished right now. Oh no, we can't visit the arcade. Back to the front of the Fantasia gift shop, and we're gonna turn, head back over towards the front entrance of BVG, past this little Disney Vacation Club desk where they're selling DVC memberships, and head over towards the Contempo Cafe, Chef Mickey's, and the Outer Rim Bar. First in the pack of 3 is the Contempo Cafe. Here's a quick look at their menu. Over here, yeah, some flatbreads. That soft serve ice cream does not look good. Ooh, that chicken sandwich does look good though. What else? Oh, it's the same menu. Oh, here we go. Some pastas, fried chicken sandwich. What is that thing? What in the world is that? Is that supposed to be a beef sub, a Chicago style Italian beef sub? All right, well, it sounds interesting. But this is their quick serve location. These are the dessert options, which look delicious. Whoa, I have no idea what that is, but it looks interesting. And they also have the rose gold cupcake. That's fun. Wow, that looks so good. I am so hungry right now because these all look so darn delicious. Another cooler with some beer and wine selections over here. Waters and drinks. Some grab and go type stuff with wraps and salads, fresh fruit. Here's the soft serve machine. And they also have Mickey premium bars that you can get. And then if we turn past the cash registers, here is the other side of the Mary Blair mural. Wow, this is very cool looking. And this is the seating area for the Contempo Cafe. The next restaurant in the main center area is Chef Mickey's, and we can't go in there because we don't have reservations, but this is character dining. And you can see these are people heading in to go to do their character dining, and there's a little photo spot over there. And this is a buffet style restaurant. We will go down here because I think I saw a menu where we can see what they have available at Chef Mickey's. Right now it looks like we're in the brunch menu. Actually sounds really delicious. And then here is the price for it. Not terrible. Most of the time it's around $32, but Chef Mickey's seems to be a little bit more expensive than other character breakfasts or brunches that we've seen. Last but not least, in the 3-pack is the Outer Rim Bar, which is a full bar that has views of Bay Lake over here. Look at how beautiful it is out there. It'd be a nice place to relax. Grab a drink, grab a table by the window, and just look out onto Bay Lake. I bet you it's beautiful at sunset too. I believe the sun sets over there. So from the 3-pack here, Outer Rim, Chef Mickey's, and the Contempo Cafe, I'm gonna try to head up some of these elevators and see how high up I can get in the main lobby building. I'm able to get up to the 14th floor. 15th floor is their club level. Listen, Mickey is gonna tell us. I'd like to go to the 14th floor, please. Okay. How about the 12th floor? I don't know where I am. Oh, I'm going down. All right, well, let me off here. Did you hear Mickey? So here we are, we're on the 8th floor, and I wanted to show you guys the 5-legged goat in the Mary Blair mural. There he is, the famous 5-legged goat. If you want to get the best view of the 5-legged goat, I believe down 1 floor would be a straight-on shot to him, because we're on the 8th. I believe the 7th would be perfectly lined up with him. Over by the elevator, they've got some things that are complimentary activities. Yoga on the lawn in the morning, or water aerobics. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. So from up here, we get a pretty good view of Chef Mickey's. There's a dining room back there. Oh, look, the monorail's coming in right now. There it is. There's a monorail inside this resort. But I wanted to show you guys the different characters that are meeting and greeting with guests down in Chef Mickey's. You guys can see Goofy down there. You can see Minnie over there. You can see Mickey. Pluto's somewhere around there too. I don't see him right now, but I did see him. Oh, I can see this guy taking a picture. He's probably taking a picture of Pluto right now. Look at that view of the lobby. That's a cool looking resort, that's for sure. It's also very expensive to stay here, but I would like to stay here one day, as with all of the other resorts, because they're all so neat. They're also unique too. I went out that door and I'm in the stairs. You can see this guy down here is taking a photo from where we looked over at Magic Kingdom before, because even just from here, the view of Magic Kingdom is amazing. And you can kind of see some Tron construction over there on the other side. Oh, the wind is moving my camera around a lot. On the other side of Space Mountain, there's where they're building the Tron coaster. Now, we have watched the fireworks from up on top of Bay Lake Towers before, but I feel like we're just a little bit higher than that over here. And we're on the very top of the Contemporary right now. And this is California Grill. I can hear the castle show going on right now, Mickey's Friendship Fair. I think I am. I don't know if I can go inside. I'm not gonna tempt fate and go inside California Grill. I'm gonna go down the stairs, back over to that landing, back over, and then up these to get a better view of the Magic Kingdom. We have a pretty good view of the rest of Orlando from up here. You can see Epcot right there. You can see, I believe that this is the Four Seasons right here. I wonder what they use these huge tie downs for that are up on the top. They're all over the place. All right, we're making our way back down to head over to that set of staircases. Luckily for me, there was some guys doing some work on the 8th floor. Now we're heading back over to there and going up to the top floor on that side. It seems like any spot on this staircase could be a good spot to watch the fireworks from. Whew, I'm out of breath. Going up and down too many set of stairs. Back up at the top of the Contemporary. Now on this side. Before we were over there. Now we're over here. We did it. And you can get a really good view. Ah, it's a lot of stairs. Okay, you can get a really good view of the Tron construction site from up here. So from up here you can see the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, the bus stop, the monorail station, the train station, all of Magic Kingdom, and everything. The fireworks are gonna go off in just a few minutes. And while we're up here, here's a quick view into California Grill. Won't open until 4. They're just getting it ready. Look at all the smoke around the castle after those fireworks went off. I think that's everything inside of the main Contemporary building. I think we have one more thing. We have to find the fitness center inside the main Contemporary building. Then we're gonna head over to Bay Lake Towers. Back on the 4th floor, here's the Fantasia gift shop. And what we're looking for is the 3rd floor, where Catering Convention Services, Hairstyling Salon, and the Olympiad Health Club are. So we're back at the front entrance of BVG. We're gonna head down the escalator one floor, try to find the health club. Once again, the tiniest escalators. Look at how skinny it is. There's a sign here that gives the menu for California Grill brunch at the top. That looks and sounds so oh, it went away. Oh, there it is. Here's another sign for the California Grill. Everything looks delicious and it sounded good too. I want to eat here. I've never eaten here before. One day we'll have to do it. So that was a little bit confusing. Seems as if I went down 2 levels. Now I'm on the 2nd floor. I totally skipped the 3rd floor on the escalator, so I think I have to take an elevator up to the 3rd floor. That was fairly uneventful. Here's the executive office for the Contemporary Resort. Pretty interesting. Right outside the elevators that we got off on, and then there's the fitness center, which I don't believe I can go into because I think I need a room key. There's also event services up here. See, oh, we can't really see anything inside of the fitness center, but there it is. Well, the 3rd level is kind of an interesting level. Feel like I'm not supposed to be up here, but the fitness center is up here, so, and the executive offices. I'm gonna head back down, head over to Bay Lake Tower. I think each elevator has a different voice in it. I think that this one's Goofy. I wonder where the speaker is so I can get as close as possible to it. Oh, that wasn't Goofy. Maybe each floor has a unique voice. Because I heard Mickey earlier, heard Goofy, I heard whoever that was. I don't know who that was. So here we are back at Contemporary Grounds. Check-in desk is over here. The convention center is over here, and this is just a different entrance. And like I said before, there is a convention going on over there, so I'm not going to go over to the convention center. But we are going to turn and head in this direction over to Bay Lake Tower. So we came out of the side entrance. The porte cochere is over here. That's where you get dropped off from the cab or from your car. And then you can go in there and check in. And over here is a resort airline check-in desk. So you can check in for your flight out from the Contemporary here. It doesn't look like there's anybody here though. And then this over here is the bus stop. So this will take you to all of these different places. And the monorail will take you to Magic Kingdom and then take it to Transportation Center, or you can just walk over to the Magic Kingdom like we did at the beginning. We walked from the Magic Kingdom over to the Contemporary. You can walk over to the Magic Kingdom from here. And as you can see, there is a walkway that connects the main Contemporary building over to Bay Lake Tower. And this is accessible from that area where those benches were, where we could watch the fireworks. And Fantasia gift shop is right inside the doors there. And you can walk across to Bay Lake Tower. So here we are into Bay Lake Tower. And this main lobby is a lot smaller than the other resort. Oh, I like the art out front though. It's very pop culture-esque. Here's the main lobby. Down that hallway is more guest rooms. It's the DVC desk that you would ask to go to Top of the World with. And then we're gonna head down this hallway right here and head out to the pool and see what's outside. This looks nice. Holy cow. What a beautiful courtyard. Look at this fountain. What a relaxing sound. And just like next door, kind of a lot of benches out and about. This resort is much quieter though. What is this? Oh my goodness. So there's, just like next door, there's ping pong, cornhole. But this is really interesting. Is this a putting green? It is. Look at that. There's a practice putting green over here. What? This is the first I've ever seen this at any resort. And you get complimentary equipment in the community hall, which I believe is straight ahead of us there. We'll find out. I like all these bamboo shoots that they've got here in this courtyard area. There's also a pool table over here. These kids are playing pool. And there's a foosball table over there. And then if we turn in this direction, here's the pool. Now this pool is nice. There's a slide, a little swirly slide with lots of Mickeys on it. There's another smaller slide over here. This is nice. So inside the pool area, they got some bathrooms, they got more lockers over here. These are not free lockers like they were at the other building. You have to pay 25 cents or something like that. Oh, this one's got, right there, you put a quarter in there. Oh, it looks like you can insert 1 quarter for a refund. That's very strange. Ah, okay. Costs 50 cents to rent it. Here are the bathrooms. And then over here is a bar called the Cove Bar. Let's see what they have available. Pina coladas, all kinds of other fun drinks. And then you can get some various food items as well. From the Cove Bar, looking out at Bay Lake, there is a fire pit over here, but this isn't a fire pit where you would roast marshmallows. It's just a little fire pit that you would sit around and enjoy the warmth on a cold day, probably like tonight. I don't know if it'll be too windy tonight for the fire to be turned on. Oh look, they've got the water skiing boat out. I wonder if somebody was doing some water skiing or if they're just taking it out to like give it some exercise. And there's a hot tub over here. And then there's the stairs to go up to the water slide. I wonder what else. This is neat. There's like a giant Mickey in the glass blocks in the back here. We are on the other side of the slide. Here's the slide structure, and on the other side is the Cove Bar. There's the little tiny slide. And then there's a splash pad back here that's in the shape of a giant Mickey. I think that if I were staying here, I'd want to have a spot on this beach right over here. This is a zero entry pool over here. And they're also doing some chalk drawing on the pool deck and listening to You Got a Friend in Me. Another thing that I missed when we were looking at the pool table over here, so on the other side is the putting green. This side, shuffleboard. I still haven't found the community hall yet where you would get the equipment from. We'll keep looking. From the shuffleboard courts, we turn in this direction, and there's another sign that tells us to stay on the jogging route, but I'm not gonna stay on the jogging route. More stuff telling me barbecue utensils are located in the community hall. I gotta find this community hall. It seems to have everything in it. But there's a barbecue pavilion down here where you can come and have a little picnic. It's kind of interesting to see because this is a deluxe resort, and some of the other deluxe resorts have fancy gas Viking grills. These are all charcoal grills. And there's Bay Lake There's a person on a jet ski out there. I couldn't tell what was going on. And so from the barbecue pavilion, we are going to follow the path that says to remain on the jogging route around, because I believe the tennis courts are over here. I think these rooms probably have the most interesting balconies. What a view. So we are continuing along the jogging route and heading towards the sports courts. I don't think the sports courts are open right now. As you can see, it looks like they're adding in basketball hoops. Oh, I didn't have to look through the fence. I can just look right here. Yep, you can see it. They're adding in basketball hoops right there. All the way over here at the end of the parking lot for Bay Lake Tower. Here's the entrance to the sports courts. And actually, they're not locked. I thought for sure they would be, but they're not. You can still come in and use the sports courts. So the tennis court is still available right now. This tennis court is not available because it is being converted into a basketball court. Now as we walk back towards Bay Lake Tower and following the jogging route, we have to find the community hall. That's our next goal. All right, we're back at the pool. I haven't found the community hall yet, but I did find the 25th anniversary live oak that they planted on April 22nd, 2016. It's doing good. It is a little bit bendy, I think probably because of the hurricane. Still haven't found the community hall, but I am behind the slide and behind the pool. I did find this beach out here that is awfully secluded. There's nobody out here. Okay, I had to ask somebody where the community hall was, but from the pool, if you go straight through the courtyard here and head back to the lobby, it should be on our left. So that's how they trick you. You come out of the lobby and the community hall is actually back behind you. So I didn't see it when I came out of those doors because I was too entranced by the beautiful fountain. So there it is, the community hall, and that's where you can do all kinds of arts and crafts and get any sort of supplies for any of the games that you want to play out here. Here's a list of the recreation activities available. They're playing the movies underneath the stars, and that's actually behind the main contemporary building. Oh yeah, here's the community hall. That's where the pin trading board is too. So two unfortunate things. One, Top of the World is not open right now. And two, you need to have a DVC membership to go up there or know somebody that's staying here to go up there. All of the times that we've been up there, somebody who's staying here or somebody who is a DVC member has invited us up, so we can't go up there right now. I'm sorry, but we will put a link to another video where we watch the fireworks from Top of the World. One thing that I will do though is take the elevator up to one floor below Top of the World so you guys can see what the view looks like from up there. We are headed to the 15th floor, and as you can see, if I try to press 16, it won't let me. So that is Top of the World, is the 16th floor. We're going to the 15th. And this is the view from the 15th floor. As we walk down this hallway, do you guys see the hidden Mickeys in the carpet? I feel like these rooms are gigantic. Look at the amount of space there is between one door to the next. This definitely is a beautiful view of the Magic Kingdom from up here on the 15th floor of Bay Lake Tower. And I do have to admit, you can watch the fireworks from up here, but the view is kind of a little bit strange because there's a glare on the glass from the lights inside. When it's dark outside and the lights are on in here, there's a glare on the glass, so it's harder to see the fireworks, but you can see them. Came all the way down to the end of the hallway. There's no view of Magic Kingdom from this side, but there is a view of Epcot. You can see some of the construction on Riviera, I think. This is pretty neat. Oh no, what's all that smoke right there? I wonder what's going on. Here's somebody who rented a jet ski bringing it back after their rental's done. In case you guys are wondering, this is where the tree goes during Christmas. So there you have it. This has been a windy day at the Contemporary. What a gigantic resort. So much fun, so much stuff to do, so much stuff to see. We found a cell phone, we turned it back in. We went to all the pools, we went everywhere. I want to stay at this resort. Such a neat resort with a lot of history and a lot of neat places and cool little nooks and crannies. And with that being said, we are off. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, we're the Searle family from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and now it's time to pay the price.